Hello everyone, this is a video that I am preparing to demonstrate you how to rename and batch convert graphic files when we require to convert n number of files at a single go. Well, if we have couple of files or a few files, one can manually change the names and the formats one by one. But there are many occasions like marriage functions or other functions in a family or a family outing for a long period or a office picnic or office event where thousands of photos are clicked for the event coverage, and then those need to be converted into different formats, or those need to be organized in a proper way by naming them and having a proper file extensions. So basically graphic files are the image files which are in various formats like TIFF, GIF, JPEG, PNG, and further on. So now in this video, let us understand how we can do these two activities using Irfan View. So now let us talk about Irfan View first. Irfan View is a freeware which can be easily downloaded from internet and can be installed without any charges. So Irfan View has been in use since 1996 and it is one of the most used software even today for such kind of activities. This was devised by Mr. Irfan Shizan, who was a graduate from Vienna University of Technology long back. So we'll be using this software which is already loaded on my laptop here. Now I will show you a few formats which I am having here on the screen. So I have files about 21 in number, and this also include three type of formats. One is JPEG, one is PNG, and last but not least TIFF. So if I sort them out, here I have 14 JPEGs, I have 14 JPEG files, I have 6 PNG files, and one TIFF file to give you demo for these two activities. So I'll be using this input folder and the files within this input folder to explain you how it is to be done with help of Irfan View. I already spoke about Irfan View, and you people can easily have it on your laptop for further usage. Now if I go to the file option here, I have multiple things or multiple choices here to do, but we are going to use the batch conversion or rename option, which can be activated by clicking here, or the same can be done by clicking B on your keypad. Okay, so now let us begin from the beginning. There are three options here. One is batch conversion, next one is batch rename, and batch conversion rename result files. Okay, so now how do we use this? In the first option, batch conversion, friends, now I have already shown you three formats in the input folder where I have about 21 image files. Those are in three formats: JPEG, TIFF, and PNG. So if I wish to have all of them in a single format, say in a GIF file format, I can convert them all in a single go, all 21 files into a single format. So if I have to do batch conversion settings, I'll go to the next option where it says what is the output format that is desired by the user. Now if I go to the drop down, I'll see about 15 odd options available here. Now if I wish to have it in a GIF format, I can convert it, or if I want it in a TIFF format, I can convert it. If I go and choose GIF, that is compressive GIF here, I will have it as an option to convert it. There are advanced options wherein bulk resize can be done, and to do this you have many multiple options of compressing the pixels, rotating it, cropping it, and so on. We won't go into this factor in this video. Okay, so this is the first option of batch conversion. Here I have explained you which formats can be converted into. The next option here is batch rename. So if I see here in the batch rename, I can rename the file name without changing its file format. So if I talk about the input folder where I have 14 JPEGs, 1 TIFF and 6 PNGs, it will remain in the same format, but when I rename those, I can rename those with a configured text in their name or a pattern in the name. If I see here in my earlier settings or earlier settings, I had made the name as picture renames and 4 times hatch. So this 4 time hatch explains or gives us a opportunity to number the files up to 4 digits. Okay, now I can choose any one of my earlier options, or if I wish I can give a new one. I'll say new file rename, or I'll say new file name and then give 4 or 5 or whatever number I wish to have as an option. So now I will choose hatch as an option here. So I have only 2-digit files, so I'm just going to give 2 digits here. So if I go to the options here, I will see the further options here where I can give the name here, the name pattern which I already typed is seen here. Then if I wish to have the old file name without extension, I can say $n and it will do that. One single hatch is equal to 1-digit number. That is what I explained you just now. Now the counter starts from 1, or you can even choose to give the counter from 10 or 20 or whatever digit or whatever number you like. And then you can define the increment. The increment can be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you wish to give. Okay. Now, if I remember to rename or replace some text in the file name which I already have or the earlier pattern that I may have used and I want to rename them second time, I can do it by replacing the text. So there are multiple options of replacing text. So the text what I want to replace will be in this cell, and the text with what I want to replace the original text will be here. Okay. Now I missed out saying about this option. So remember last rename counter. So whatever last we renamed, from there if I want to continue further on, it will go ahead from there. You can experiment on this option subsequently when you start using this. Okay. Now here the further options are copy original input files to output folder. So this is always recommended. The next option is move original input files to output folder. So in other words, the original files will be eliminated, deleted, and output folder will have the file with the new names in it. Third option is rename original. So the input files where it were existing earlier would be renamed and overwritten. So there won't be another extra copy of the original file names or the file. So it is always better to copy original in case you require to revisit the original files and redo some of the activities. Okay. Now next go to if same file name already exists, what to do? So the instructions will be here. So you have 3 options again here. No rename, show rename error. Second is create duplicate file name with 1, 2, 3, 4 blah 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 added into the file name. Okay, so that means you have the original file intact and an extra copy of that file. And third option is overwriting the existing files. So this is a risk because if you don't have proper naming convention and if you overwrite the earlier file with the next or the renamed file, then you are having a chance of losing the original file. So always no rename, show the error. This is what is required. Okay, with this settings done, we go back to the batch rename activity and begin with it. As I already said, I have the input folder or the folder where all my graphic files are there. I am going to choose this or select this folder path and go and paste it here to select my input folder and the files within it. Now I want to rename all these files. Okay, so all 21 files I want to rename them without changing their formats. So whatever formats you see here, .jpeg or .png, I want those to remain the same, but I want the text or the name of these files to be made uniform, saying that new file name number 0102 and blah blah. Okay, so this is what I explained till now, how to choose. Now I want all the files, so I'm saying add all. If I want to sort the files, I can sort it, ascending name, descending name, and with all these options, and then choose which all files if I have to selectively select the files. But now in this case, I want all the 21 files to be renamed, so I said add all. If I don't wish to have these, I can say remove all, or I can select a few of them and say remove. Okay, I'll add them all and again explain you the next option. So I can choose one file, say move up or move down as I wish. Okay, load text and save as text. Fine. So these all things will be again saved as text or loaded as text. Now the next thing here, what is required in this software is I have to choose an output folder. So I have a choice of use current folder as output. If I choose this, it will be the same folder as the input folder. Okay, I'll just scroll through this so that you can see it is the same folder. But if I don't wish to have so, I can say browse and then from my output folder or any other folders where I want to put my output, I can choose it. So I'm going to choose this folder, rename output folder. Okay, so I choose it. Now I have this folder open here in another window and this is empty as of now. So whatever files will be renamed will be saved into this folder. Now I go back to the Irfan view screen and now check for any other options left out in this. Now here it is seen that there is one option include subfolder for add all button not remembered. So when I say add all and I choose include subfolders, in that case it had my input folder had some subfolders in it and files in it, this software will have chosen the files in the subfolder and added here as well. But I don't have this option to use as of now. Show preview image. So while this batch conversion is happening, there can be a preview image which can be seen here. I don't require it as of now. Okay, so run test rename. So if I want to run a test rename, I can do it for understanding if my choices and my selections are correct. Elsewise, if I am confident that all my inputs are perfect to the software and now I can rename the files, I will say start batch conversion. So I will click here and the batch conversion has been done within a split of second, and here are all the files. Now here I see the summary of the renaming conversion. I see 21 files with 0 errors and 0 warnings. So all of them have got converted. I can copy this to clipboard and say if I want to have it as a record for future, I can return it in a notepad so that in future I know which all files have been renamed. So I see here as an example, the last file was named as temporary 030321.tiff and now its new name is new file name 21.tiff. If you see serially with one incremental number, all the files have been renamed and saved in the folder output folder. Okay, let us go to the output folder and check it. So I will go to the rename output folder and check all my files. So here you can see there are all 21 files, which are seen here with 14 JPEGs, 6 PNGs and 1 TIFF. So friends, we have learned how to do batch renaming of such files. Now you will say it was a very simple task with 21 files. Had you been doing it manually, it would have taken you at least half an hour. But by usage of Irfan View utility, we could do it within a split of a second. Now let us go to the second part of this video wherein we are going to learn how to do the batch conversion. Batch conversion is nothing else but converting one format into another format. Now, as I said, if I wish to have those 21 files in my input folder as batch converted into GIF files, I can do that by using this utility. Okay, so as I had already explained you earlier, I have chosen GIF as a format of output. There are other formats as well if I wish to use them. You can scroll through them and explore those later on. Okay, now here, since the file won't be renamed in this option, this portion will remain gray and we cannot choose anything of it. Again, now I have to choose the input folders. So I will go back, I will copy this folders path and paste it over here. Now I wish to convert all these 21 files into GIF format. So I'm going to say select all and add all. As earlier, all have been added. I can sort the files if I wish to, but I don't think it's required here because I'm going to convert all 21 files. I don't wish to move them up or down. If at all in certain circumstances you wish to move up or move down the files, you can do it from here. Again, now either I can choose the current folder as the output folder by clicking here, or I can browse through and select another folder from my library or create another new folder and choose it as I'm doing it here. So I'm going to convert format output folder. I'm going to use this as an output folder. So there it is. It has chosen the output folder. Now again, as I said, include subfolders, the same option as I explained you earlier, and show preview images. So these options are available in batch conversion as well. And so let us do the complete batch conversion. The processing is going on, and after the processing over, it gives the remark here as 21 files, error 0, warning 0. All these files have been converted to GIF. Let us copy to clipboard and paste them in Notepad just to check if those all files have been converted into GIF format. And as an example, we'll read through this last file here, which was named originally temporary 030321.tif. Now it has been batch converted or has been converted through this batch conversion into temporary 030221.gif. Fine. So let us go to that folder now and check if all the files have got converted properly. And here we see that all these files are properly converted into another format, that is GIF format. I'll go to one of the files and open it. Here I am able to see it very well, and so my task of batch conversion has been successfully done. So friends, we are coming closer to the end of this video. I would expect you to go to the channel and subscribe it for further videos. And by the time I come back with future videos and explain you many more interesting things, I would like to ask you to like this video and subscribe the channel, as well as go ahead and keep watching my further videos. Till then, goodbye from me. Be safe. Enjoy your life.